Hello everyone, how are you today? Okay, I hope you are fine, right? So, welcome back to our English class again. So, are you ready for learning English? Okay, I hope you are ready, right? So, today I want to continue our lesson that talking about Unit 5, the village products, right? So, today I want to continue our lesson that talking about reading. But before going to our reading, I want you to know about the objectives of our lesson today. So there are three objectives of our lesson today. Number one, students can read and understand the reading. Okay. Number two, copy the lesson into the book A. Alright. And number three, read and answer the question into exercise book B. Okay, so these are the objectives that I want you to do after you finish watching this video. Okay, so today we are going to study about reading. Okay, so but before going to our reading, I want to introduce some new words for you. Okay, so let's see it. Okay, number one, naturally. Again, naturally. Okay, so what does naturally mean? Okay, so you see the picture, that's naturally. Okay, naturally. Okay, how do you spell naturally? Naturally. Naturally. All right, so let's see the meaning in Khmer, right? Naturally. Again, naturally. Again, naturally. All right, very good. Okay, next word, preserve. Again, preserve. Again, preserve. All right, how do you spell preserve? Preserve. Preserve. All right, so what does preserve mean? Preserve mean, you see the picture? Okay, so if you don't understand, you see it in Khmer meaning. All right, that's called preserve. Next word, writer. Again, writer. Do you know what is writer? Yeah, you see, a woman, she is writing, so she is a writer. All right, so how do you spell writer? W-R-I-T-E-R, writer. All right, again, writer. Again, writer. Very good. So what does writer mean? Okay, yeah, see the word in Khmer, right? Next word, artist. Again, artist. Again, artist. So how do you spell artist? A-R-T-I-S-T-S. Artist. Again, artist. Very good. So you see the picture? This we call artist. All right. So see the meaning in Khmer? Yeah. Okay. So you got it. So next word, photographers. Photographers. So how do you spell photographer? Photographers. Photographers. All right, photographers. So what does photographer mean? You see, the man is taking a photo. It means a photographer. So see the meaning in Khmer. All right. Okay, last word, filmmakers. Again, filmmakers. So how do you spell filmmakers? F I L M M A K E R S. Filmmakers. All right. Again, filmmakers. Again, filmmakers. So see the picture. This is we call filmmakers. All right. So if you don't understand the picture, you see the word in Khmer, right? So that's called filmmakers. All right. So now let's go to our reading today. Okay. So we continue from the last video. Okay. So our reading is talking about the Khmer pottery. Okay. So you can open your book on page 92. Okay, I will read it for you. Khmer people used the pots to keep water naturally cold and preserve food and fruit from being eaten by insects. The pottery is a popular Khmer traditional art. Writers, artists, photographers, filmmakers, video viewers, tourists, and singers have described and told their audience about the beauty of the pottery making tradition in Kampuchea. Okay, so I will read it for you again. Khmer people used the pots to keep water naturally cold and preserve food and fruit from being eaten by insects. The pottery is a popular Khmer traditional art. Writers, artists, photographers, filmmakers, video viewers, tourists, and singers have described and told their audience about the beauty of the pottery making tradition in Kampuchea. Okay, so just now I read for you is a slow one. So now let's read with me. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Khmer people used the pots to keep water naturally cold and preserve food and fruit from being eaten by insects. The pottery is a popular Khmer traditional art. Writers, artists, photographers, filmmakers, video viewers, tourists, and singers have described and told their audiences about the beauty of the pottery making tradition in Kampuchea. Alright, so that's all about the reading today. So after you finish your reading, you go and answer the question. So let's go to see the example. Okay, so this is the question. What do Khmer people use pottery for? So after you reading, you will understand. Okay, so I answer it for you. Khmer people used the pots to keep water naturally cold and preserve food and fruit from being eaten by insects. Alright? So this is the question and I answered it already. So your homework is answer the questions. So there are 2 questions for you to answer. Okay. Number 1, what is Khmer pottery? Number 2, who described Khmer pottery? Okay. So that's all about today's video, and I hope you enjoy and I hope you understand what I want you to do. And thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching. See you next video. Bye.